Men are often the first to disregard their own mental health. Nearly 1 in 10 men experience some form of depression or anxiety, but less than half actually seek treatment. Here to bring awareness and treatment options is Family Care Center. In the sponsored segment, we're diving deeper into signs of men's mental health issues. Here to share more about that is the one and only Dr. Charles Weber, the founder and chief medical officer at Family Care Center. We love having you in here. I always say this, but you're a wealth of knowledge. So happy to have you in here to talk about this topic in particular, too. Why is it important for men to better their mental health, to seek out help?
Well, the first thing is you've got to, be aware. And
yes.
So without that kind of awareness, things we call the kindling effect. And so if you don't take care of it now, it's a pay me now or pay me later. And so those symptoms and the things that are going on with their mental health, they were just going to usually build up. They don't usually dissipate by themselves.
And do you know particular stats about men's mental health out there right now in our community?
Sure. So, one, in general, you said it correctly, is about half are not seeking treatment. But let's just take depression, because you'd have to break it down for each one. So depression, probably about 30% meet the criteria for depression out there, but they only seek treatment in that half. And even when they do, they're probably undertreated by their primary care because they don't want to express all of the things that are going on with them. And so what this does is about a 4 times rate for suicide compared to females. It's pretty traumatic.
It is very traumatic. It's incredible, really. And why do you think there is this stigma? Where did it come from? Where did it start in the first place?
Well, we'd have to go very, very far back.
Long ago.
Long ago.
Yeah.
But really, it's how we approach as society, how we approach as men in a stoic sense, but not in that stoic or unfeeling, but we really to suppress and endure pain in order to, have courage and go forward. This has been taken to the extreme in people's personal stigma and societal norms, and I think that we've come a great way in our society, especially here in America. But there's a lot of different cultures that still put a huge stigma on men seeking help.
Like you said, we've made it a very long way, but what are some more things we can do to really debunk this stigma, per se?
Well, the first one would be, I'd even say, leaders, right? And so by leaders going forward and saying that they have mental health problems and seeking care and seeking treatment, but also the leaders in that household. And so the men, if they're leading that particular household, if they go forward, it actually helps the whole family and the whole community. And so we talk about this in the military and our first responders, to have the chief, the commander, the first sergeant, having them seek help, it helps the whole unit.
Okay, good to know. And again, so just talking about it on a day-to-day basis, everybody talking about it, mental health in general, it's important. And so what are the most common untreated mental illnesses in men to date right now?
Sure, so it would be depression. Depression is still going to be number 1, but a very close second is substance use disorder, alcohol, and alcoholism, especially the things that have gone on with COVID and our response to it and some of those isolations that happen. There's a lot that we aren't even seeing, and so probably those would be the top 2, and then of course anxiety would be next.
Okay, and you did touch on this, but a lot of men suffer in silence, and it can lead to really deadly consequences, but that's why you guys are here. That's why Family Care Center is here. If you had one message to men out there who might be struggling and why they should come in to see you, what would that message be?
I would be, you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your future, your family, and what you have to yet contribute. And so if there is something that we can try to invoke in them, that if they don't care enough about themselves, maybe they do it for their family, because any suicide affects anywhere from 3 to 7 people that are still living. And so it is usually a very traumatic event for the whole family, the whole unit.
Okay, so all of those people in that situation can be saved with your help at Family Care Center.
We can definitely be part of the solution of their puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely. Dr. Weber, thank you so much for coming in here. We're going to give folks some more information. You can learn more about Family Care Center online at fccwellbeing.com or give them a call, 888-374-5066. And we want to say thank you again to Family Care Center and Dr. Weber here, of course, for sponsoring this segment.